Hi everyone, and welcome to Season 1, Episode 2 of Ruth Cooks the Books. I'm your host, Ruxie Ruth McGouth, and today we're going to be doing a recipe out of Kathy Reichs' 206 Bones. My version of lamb exohiko, or anyway, in this book, Temperance Brennan goes out to lunch with a friend and orders this lamb dish off of the menu, and so we're going to do my version of that today. I don't actually eat lamb, so we're going to do a vegetarian version of that dish, and so you can certainly do lamb in your version if you'd like. I'll have in the comments of the YouTube video, you can always get my recipes. So I forgot to say that last time, but that's where the recipe is, and so you can get the recipe there. The recipe is in the description, and so you can get it there. And I will have information if you want to do with lamb. I'll have the information there on how to do that. And if you want to do my vegetarian version, I'll have all the information about that as well. So this is I gave this book 5 stars in my Ruth Reacts to Books. I thought it was a fantastic book. It's not the same as the TV show at all, so don't be expecting that if you're going to read this series. And you can just read this one without having read the rest of the series. There's not a lot of characters that kind of connect through. And it was a great read. But anyway, so today we're going to be cooking my version of lamb exohiko. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly. It's a Greek dish with phyllo dough and filling in the inside. So the first thing I did was using the book I introduced you to last week, which is Spice by Dr. Stuart Fairmond. I went and looked at the Europe section and went to the part that had Greece and kind of looked at what spices come from Greece and that general area of Europe. And so I've put together a spice mix with the spices I could get a hold of. There were a lot of spices from that area that I could not get a hold of, that we did not have in the stores that I was able to go to. So I've made my own spice mix here. This spice mix has marjoram, ground coriander, dill weed, mint, savory, chili powder, and garlic powder. And I'll have the recipe for that also included as part of the regular recipe. So that's what I'm going to use to spice my dish today. And then what I'm going to do right now is cook up my lamb, which I am going to use seitan to stand in place of my lamb. So seitan is a vegan, plant-based kind of meat substitute made from wheat. And so we're going to go ahead and cook that up. I learned from a chef I know, Chef David, to dust it in some cornstarch. We'll give it kind of a nice crust when we cook it up here today. So we're going to cook it up and we're going to put this lovely spice mix on. It's going to smell so good. Get it ready to go into our phyllo dough. So let's get cooking. Got the stove top here. We'll get heated. My stove heats up real fast. I have my olive oil here. I like to use olive oil. Let's put some in there. We'll let this heat up a little bit and then we'll start cooking these. I might have to do it in a couple batches because I have a lot of seitan that I'm cooking today because I'm planning to make this for my whole family. I think they're all gonna love this. Now, of course, Mr. Henry is gonna be tasting it for you all today on the show, but I know the rest of my family is eagerly awaiting me to make this all for them because this one sounded so good to everyone. It's definitely up our alley. So I'll heat this up. Once this gets heated, we'll get this put in and we'll start cooking it up. We got a nice sizzle going here. All right, so as I was kind of letting this crisp up a little bit, I have some salt and pepper, always good to put on there. Sprinkle that on and let that settle in there. Now I'm gonna start adding my spices. So my spice mix that I made, I'm really hoping that it's gonna taste super good. So I'm gonna take a nice big chunk and just really sprinkle that here onto, oh my God, it smells so good. I can smell for sure, especially that dill. There's dill in here. Dill has that really delightful sweet smell. I can smell that. You know what's new to me is this called Savory. I've never heard of that before. It was listed in this book as something from that area of Europe, and I'd never heard of it, and It's interesting. I'm excited to try it. It's definitely very fragrant and delicious. This stuff smells so good. You can tell it's kind of browning up as it goes in the pan here, especially with that cornstarch that we had on the outside. All right, thanks. All right, so we're back, and now we're gonna start working on some more of our filling. So I have some garlic that I've ran through my garlic press. These are 4 cloves, but you can make more or less if you do or don't like garlic. I love garlic. I could easily put more in. And so I've got some olive oil. There's a spinach leaf. No worries, spinach leaf, you're going in there soon. We're gonna put olive oil, our garlic. Get out of there, garlic. We need all of you. We need our spinach.
Ew.
We're gonna mix this in, and we're gonna start wilting the spinach down with our garlic. You're gonna have to edit out you saying, "Oh my god, okay?"
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting to sizzle up here. I can hear the little smells good. I can smell that garlic starting to cook. I love some spinach. It's got calcium, got some great nutrients. Oh, sorry, little spinach leaves. I lost you. I can pick them up from here because I cleaned my surface really well before I started, but not going to pick them up off the floor. So that's not going to happen. I'm also going to salt and pepper on here.
Oh.
It's going to be good. All right, so our spinach is nice and wilted. I did add a little bit of this Greek seasoning into it, just to I want to make sure that flavor permeates through. So now I'm going to take it and put it back in the bowl that I got the spinach leaves out of. Then we're going to mix it in with our feta cheese. And this is going to kind of help make part of the mixture that's going in the middle of the dough packets. I'm gonna grab a spoon. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put my onions in and the bell peppers. Whoopsies. I'm gonna saute these up. Feeling like I maybe should have cut my peppers a little smaller. Let's just cut those while we're in the. We'll just go for it. Cut them while we're going. You can do that. Whoop. Get back in there. Snippity snap. Always make sure you have clean kitchen implements, people, so you can do things like this. All right, that looks better. All right, still have a couple rogue dudes here. Cut them up. We're gonna saute these, get them nice and cooked and ready for baking. And then that is gonna conclude our fillings. Now I am gonna make sure I do salt and pepper, and I'll probably give these guys a little Greek seasoning as well, so that everything's nice and seasoned. I did give my seasoning a taste, and I felt like it maybe needed a little extra kick. I only put a little bit of chili powder in because I was worried about how spicy it would be. I live with some people that are, over 70, and they don't always like the spice. And especially the younger kids also, they don't like the spice. So if you like the spice, kick up the chili powder. Because this is a little bit mild. I'm from Britain. We like things mild. Hey everyone. All right, we're down to probably the hardest part. And let's just say I'm not good at this and it's not looking pretty. This is where we have to work with the phyllo dough, and it's not easy to work with. So first of all, a good thing to remember about phyllo dough is you have to defrost it first. And so it stays frozen in your freezer, and then you need to defrost it overnight in the refrigerator is best. Guess who didn't do that? Me. And then they say, like, if you didn't do that, you can leave it out to thaw for 3 hours. So I did that, but I think I left it out in the air a little too much, so it's a little crinkly and hard to work with. But we're going to make the best of it, because that's what we do. We're making the most of it, people here. So, hey, it may not be Food Network quality as far as what it looks like, but it's going to taste good. I swear. All right, so what we have here is what we're going to put in our phyllo dough. So we've got our peppers and onions. So put a little bit of that in here. We've got our spinach and our feta. Put some of that in there. We've got our seitan that we made with all of our lovely spices. And then I also have some shredded Gouda that I wanted to put in there. Goes great. That was in the book. And then some Swiss and Gruyere. I think it was anyway. So all right, we got all these things. Put them in the corner. And then we're going to roll it. Roll it up. And I have put olive oil on here. I put some olive oil on there to make it pliable here. So we roll this.
Zingo.
Here we are. We roll it. And then we need to put some olive oil on another sheet of phyllo, and we're just going to probably do a couple. I've been doing like 3 sheets per parcel. And then you just keep on doing that, and you could put butter between yours. I prefer olive oil. It's healthier than butter. That is not.
Boo.
It is not a solid at room, or I guess it's not. Butter's not technically a solid at room temperature, but olive oil, I like it more. I like some olive oil. So that's what I decided to do. So here we go. We're rolling it. One more time. Got my handy dandy pastry brush here, comes in handy.
Ooh.
And I'm call that good. I'll put a little brush of olive oil on the top.
That's how you want.
And we'll bake it up and see what happens. Talking. All right, so I've cooked these at 350 for about 30 minutes, and I'm gonna pull them out now. Ooh. They look okay. Don't look at this funky guy. This is the one I made first. I didn't know how to roll them up, so just ignore that one. All right, so now I'm going to plate one of these and call Mr. Henry in here. Now, I'm a little worried because he doesn't like vegetables, and so I don't know how he's going to feel about this, but he told me he's going to give it a shot, and so I'm really proud of him for that. So we'll give it a shot, and we'll see what happens. All right, see you in a minute. Oh, Henry. So what we have for you today is Seitan Exohiko in a puff pastry shell. So give it a shot and see what you think. This is before even a bite has been taken, eh?
Oh. Where should I bite it first?
Take a bite.
I like spinach in pastry. I'm trying to find anything sweet, but I'm not finding anything. Bitter. I taste bitter.
This is more of a dinner recipe. There is a little bit of sweet with the peppers.
Also,
Bell peppers.
I'm not a big spicy guy.
It's not super spicy.
And I just hate cooked lettuce, so.
Well, it's spinach, but...
Lettuce,
Yeah, we wouldn't really
spinach,
cook
kale.
lettuce.
Spinach, lettuce, kale, same thing.
Well, give it a shot. See what you think.
I did.
I mean, could you take like a little bit more of a bite, Mr. Henry? That seems like the pastry, maybe.
Ah!
Maybe have a bite of the Seitan.
What?
The Seitan that's in there.
Where?
You have to look inside there, Mr. Bud. There's cheese, there's Seitan. Rory. Oops. You can edit that out.
How dare you?
Edit that out.
It's chicken.
Tastes like chicken, eh? It's actually Seitan.
Don't care. It just tastes like chicken.
Well, you like chicken, so why aren't you eating it? Do you like the Greek seasoning we got on there? It's my own special mix.
It's okay.
What do you think? Will adults like this meal?
I don't know. I have no fucking idea.
Excuse me. You cannot put that in the
me?
video.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can you please make a statement to put out to the people?
Alright, guys. Basically, if you're an adult, this tastes good. If you're a kid, Well, if you're a weird kid, then you might like this. But if you're a normal kid like me, you're not gonna like this.
All right. Well, I guess that's what we got to say. All right. Bye, Mr. Henry. Bye-bye. All right. Well, we'll see you back here next time for Ruth Cooks the Books. Bye-bye. All right. From me and Henry to you and yours, have a great week. And we'll see you back next week for another recipe. Hopefully, Henry will like that one a little bit more. Bye.